Hello students and learners, welcome to the Brainbox tutorials. I am your teacher Priyanka और मेरे पास है CBSE क्लास 10 इंग्लिश के बोर्ड एग्जाम का पेपर सेट 1, 2 एंड 3 सारे हैं। तो हम डिस्कस करते हैं फटाफट से। रीडिंग स्किल्स भी डिस्कस करेंगे, राइटिंग स्किल्स, ग्रामर एंड लिटरेचर पार्ट भी डिस्कस करेंगे। सबसे पहले तो ओवरऑल पेपर देख करके बताऊं मैं तो सेट 1, 2 या 3 हो, काफ़ी सिमिलर से थे और बहुत इजी पेपर था। बहुत आराम से तुम लोग कर सकते थे, जो तुम लोगों के प्रिपरेशन थे उसके हिसाब से ही थे सारे क्वेश्चंस। तो आई होप तुम लोग का ये एग्जाम इंग्लिश का अच्छा ही गया होगा। शुरू करते हैं सेट 1 के क्वेश्चन से। चलो देखते हैं रीडिंग स्किल। जो पहला है अर्बन किचन गार्डन्स के ऊपर में फर्स्ट जो पैसेज था, तो फर्स्ट पैसेज के आंसर चलो फटाफट डिस्कस कर लें थोड़े बहुत। पहला क्वेश्चन बोल रहा है, what does the writers use of phrase like in urban regions kitchen gardens have garnered great acknowledgement suggest about kitchen gardening today? Options are: option A, it has reduced inflation. B, it is an expensive hobby. C, it provides nutritious food. So C is it provides nutritious food will be the correct option. Next है complete the following with a suitable explanation. Next question है complete the following with a suitable explanation. Growing a kitchen garden is cost effective because see paragraph 2 में इसका आंसर है। paragraph 2 में ये cost effective क्यों है? So you can write that it could be grown at home, making good use of empty tins, old utensils and clay flower pots. That means it is cost effective. Okay, now next है identify two differences between the methods adopted in traditional farming and kitchen gardens. ट्रेडिशनल फार्मिंग एंड किचन गार्डन्स के दो डिफरेंसेस पैराग्राफ 3 से हम क्या क्या ले सकते हैं। पहला, ट्रेडिशनल का बोल सकते हो कि सिंथेटिक फर्टिलाइजर यूज करते हैं, एंड किचन गार्डन में organic farming, that means manure is used, and then pesticides are used there. The use of harmful chemicals is reduced, and then third option is also there, intensive irrigation method is needed in the traditional method and it is not needed here, but still these are the two major differences here. Now next question. Substitute the underlined word with the correct form from paragraph 4. The local residents' nurturing of their surrounding flora and fauna helps to create awareness about civic responsibilities. In paragraph 4, nurturing, another meaning of nurturing would be fostering. So fostering would be the word. Then next question is, tending to a kitchen garden has many health benefits. Explain in about 40 words, paragraph 4 and 5. What are the health benefits of kitchen garden? Let us see from paragraph 4 and 5. First will be it ensures higher intake of essential nutrients, vitamins, minerals. Okay. Then next will be it provides an aesthetic and therapeutic exercise that helps relieve stress, and the physical activity involved also helps in staying active, reduces the risk of obesity and related health issues. Okay. Now next question. Select the option that best reflect the concept that kitchen gardening is an effective educational tool for children. First one is it contributes to effective community development, and second one, it helps develop sensitivity and appreciation for nature. Now according to paragraph 5, that effective tool for education and community development, they provide an opportunity for individual to reconnect with nature and learn about the basics of agriculture, and then here are the benefits. So it will be option number A, effective community development, according to paragraph 5. Otherwise, if we look at how could it be an effective educational tool for children, so even option B looks correct, but according to paragraph 5, option A should be there. Now next one is, what hurdles do kitchen gardeners face? Mention any two. Two hurdles from paragraph 7. So let us see. See, two hurdles will be, first one is limited space, second one is lack of sunlight, and soil quality issues. Three are there, three hurdles. So mention any two out of those three. Now next one is, state whether the following statement is true or false. Kitchen gardening should be practiced by everyone living in the cities. Yes, it is true. Okay, so it was for 10 marks and it was very easy passage. Now let us go through the second one. Let us see ये कितना tough था या easy था. About silk. Okay. Now let us go through the question answer. I am not going through the passage. Obviously, it will consume much of the time. So that is why directly to the questions. First one is silk is a popular fabric in India. Support the above statement in 40 words with evidence from the text. Silk is a popular fabric in India. What could you write here? It is a popular fabric. It has a long history. It is known as resham in eastern and northern India and pattu in the southern part of India. And India is second largest producer of silk. That also you could write. And then this important part is that its unique quality is to absorb and release moisture, regulating the body temperature and keeping the wearer cool and dry. So the Indian climate is hot. That is why they like to wear silk. Okay, so you can write these in 40 words. Now, if you have used any other option or if you have written any other answer, please mention that also in the comment box. Let me see if somebody has exactly same opinion as me or they have done it differently. Okay, now number 2, assertion reason. Select the option that is true for the assertion and reason given below. Assertion is silk feels comfortable to the skin. Yes, this is true. Reason is it made of natural protein fiber. This is also true. Now we'll have to think whether it is the reason is the correct explanation or not. I think this is the correct explanation of the assertion because it is made up of natural protein fiber. That is why it feels comfortable to the skin. It is breathable. See, both assertion and reason are true. Now, whether this is the correct explanation, reason or not, that is a matter to debate. Still, I think A option is correct. What have you done in this particular question? Tell me in the comment box. Okay. Now, next one, justify the following statement. Though one of the strongest natural fibers, silk remains stretched. So, justify why it remains stretched. So, see, it was written in the passage itself. Because elasticity of silk is very poor or moderate to poor, that is why if it is elongated, even a small amount, it remains stretched, right? So that is what you are going to write here. Now next one, according to the passage, in what way is sunlight harmful to silk? Okay, let us see. See, it is written it can be weakened if exposed to too much sunlight. So how is it harmful? Sunlight is harmful because it weakens the molecular structure of the silk. You can write that way. So proper answer to this will be that sunlight is harmful to the silk as it weakens the molecular structure of silk fiber. Now next one is to produce 1 kg of silk, 104 kg of mulberry leaves must be eaten by 3000 silkworms. State any one inference that can be drawn from the above statement. What inference can you draw? Kya nishkarsh, kya conclusion you can draw from it? So where was it written? Let us find that first of all. See, it is written here, last sentence of 4th number paragraph. So our inference to this particular sentence would be that cultivation of silk is time consuming and difficult. And it is written also that cultivation of silk is a labor intensive work. That also you can write that it is labor intensive, difficult and time taking. This inference we can draw from it. Now next one is complete the following with one suitable reason from the text. Silk production work can be carried out by skilled artisans because, now see here it is written that it should be expertise by skilled artisan and craftsmanship. And now we'll write because cultivation of silk requires specialized knowledge and expertise. As you can also add as it should be carefully derived from the larva of the silkworm. Now next one is based on the given text, which state was the smallest producer of silk? See, it was in the last paragraph. Smallest producer is UP, Uttar Pradesh. Only 179 metric tons. So the answer would be UP. Next one, complete the sentence suitably. To carry out silk production requires careful selection because it requires careful selection now because to make superior quality silk fabrics, long and uniform silk fibers are needed so that they can give them a smooth and lustrous appearance. So see, the answer is given here in this particular line, but you will have to modify it. Obviously, you cannot write as it is. You cannot copy the sentence as it is. Right? Now next one is, we have done 8 number. Now number 9. Give one reason to support why production of silk is limited. Let us see the answer here. Production of silk is limited due to factors like climate, availability of quality mulberry leaves, and time required by silkworms to complete their life cycles. These are the 3 reasons. Okay, so the answers are given. Few are as it is there in the passage, but few you will have to modify. So I hope you have done it correctly, because both the passages were very easy. Especially first one was easier than the second one. I felt that's why. Chalo, now let us move to section B, grammar part. Fill in the blank by using the correct form of the word in the brackets for the given portion of a letter. Please do not hesitate to contact me if there are any further questions, or if I can be of, this will be assistance. If I can be of assistance in any way. Now next one, error correction. Spend a night under the stars in a traditional camp where you can experience the warmth of our hospitable and savor the delicious local cuisine. This is also very easy. Hospitable is the error and correction is hospitality. Hospitality, warmth of our hospitality. Now next one is, Kriva and Manish had a conversation about the engagement of Kriva's brother. Report Manish's question. How far is the engagement venue from your house? So what will we write? Manish asked Kriva how far the engagement venue from her house was. Now next is dialogue between Ankita and her mentor Sharvari about the cultural exchange program. So Ankita is asking a question and Sharvari is replying to it. Ankita asked Sharvari if they were going to get some time off for sightseeing, to which Sharvari replied in the affirmative. That means she said, oh yes. Then she said, all the students will get 2 days for sightseeing. So dash 2 days for sightseeing. Now here are the 4 options. First one, that all the students should get, that all the students would get, because will changes to would. Next one, number 5, fill in the blank by choosing the correct option to complete a description of notice writing. A notice is a type of social conversation, conveyance, communication. Communication is the correct option. Identify the, because notice is always a mode of communication. Now error correction, the board invite online applications, the error is invite and correction will be invites. Okay. Now next one is again error correction. Place the garment on the ironing board, smoothing out as many wrinkles as possible. Here the correct option will be C, wrinkles. Next is complete the given sentence by filling the blank. After she dashed her homework, Anaisha finally relaxed and watched a movie with her friends. First she finished the homework, then she relaxed. So had finished. Next one, reporting the dialogue. Ankita asked Tanu if, and Ankita, what does she ask? Will you help me plan my itinerary? So the answer will be, if she would help her plan her itinerary. Now coming to next one, fill the blank by choosing the correct option to complete a pop-up message appearing on a website. Welcome to our website. You dash enjoy 10% off on your first purchase with code WELCOME. Click here to start shopping. Option A may, option B will be the correct option. Next one is 11th. Complete the given sentence about the reaction of some students by selecting the correct option. Since morning, this group of students dash excited. Since, that means it is has been. And anyhow it is group, that means one group, so it is collective noun in singular form, so has been. Now next one, identify the error and supply the correction. This product is manufacturing for infants. Manufacturing is the error and the correction would be manufactured. Okay, now coming to the writing part, see, first one is you are Neha Nehal Panjwani, residing at this Sarita apartment, Hanger Street. As a responsible citizen, you believe in promoting environmentally responsible practices. Write a letter to Director Alternate in Energy Commission in about 120 words, sharing your views about reducing the carbon footprint by encouraging the use of renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power, and to provide subsidies to families who want to avail the facilities. So see, the part which are mentioned here in the question itself, you should incorporate that in the letter anyhow. And this one, reducing the carbon footprint. Now, if you know the exact meaning of carbon footprint, you would easily be able to write this letter. Carbon footprint is something which emits greenhouse gases and pollutes environment. So reducing the carbon footprint, that means reducing usage of any though that thing which emits greenhouse gases. So, and in place of that, how can we use renewable energy sources such as solar energy, wind power energy, and how that will reduce the amount of greenhouse gas released in our environment and save our environment. That is the main thing you are going to write, with this part that subsidies to families can also be provided, that is the poor family or the lower middle class family, whoever want to avail the facilities. Okay, so this was a good topic for letter writing, provided you know exact meaning of carbon footprint. Okay, and the other one was, that is option was, as Shobita's responsible citizen residing here, you have noticed that a road crossing in your area does not have a traffic signal, which leads to chaos and traffic jams during peak hours. It is also an accident prone area. Despite writing numerous letters to the traffic commissioner, no action has been taken. So write a letter to the editor of a national daily. Obviously, it is easier than the first one. If you don't know the meaning of carbon footprints, you, I think, must have opted for this one, B. But anyone who exactly knew the meaning of carbon footprint would obviously go to the first one, because that has more potential, that has more points to write. And here also you can write properly, and it is very easy letter that if an area does not have a traffic signal, what does it leads to? It is clearly written that chaos and traffic jam, that is also during peak hours. You will mention that, and how it is an accident prone area, and how many letters or numerous letters you have written, that also you are going to mention. Whatever is written in the question itself, you are going to mention that in the answer, plus obviously extra points, because here the last part is also written that to draw the attention of concerned authorities to address a pressing issue affecting the commuters. So that also you are going to mention. Okay. Now next comes analytical paragraph. They are comparatively easier. You can easily see the graph or table and then write. First one was about total number of enrollments in some online course, and second one is benefits and drawbacks of AI. This is also good one. Clearly the benefits and drawbacks are written. Impacted our lives in many ways. This one can have a drawback, can be written as a benefit or a drawback. Increase in cybercrime is definitely a drawback. Cannot wholly replicate humans is, in my opinion, this is a benefit for us, that it cannot replicate humans, because if any artificial thing will replicate humans, then where will we go? So I guess you have chosen the best option, which could easily be written by you. Now comes literature part. The moon was coming up in the east behind me and stars were shining, from two stories about flying. Okay. So when he started from France and going towards England, that time, just the starting of that time. What time of the day is the above extract set in? It is clearly written that 1:30 in the morning. 1:30 in the morning is actually night. So option C is correct. It is not dawn time. Remember, it is C. Dawn is 4, 5 o'clock. Okay. When night is about to end and morning has begun, that means now sun is about to rise. That means, so it is option C. Next one is state any one inference about the writer from the given context. I was looking forward to being with my family. He was looking forward to being with his family. So one inference that he was desperate to meet his family. He was a family man. He loved his family. He hasn't met his family since long, so he wanted to have a good English breakfast with them. Any one inference now that is upon you. How have you written that? But main point will be that he loved his family. He was a family man. Now, next one, fill in the blank with the correct word from the brackets. The use of the phrase clear sky adds to a sense of favorable or flavorful. Favorable weather condition. It is easy. Next is how does the serene atmosphere described by the narrator contribute to the mood and anticipation of his journey back to England? Elaborate in about 40 words with reference to the extract. Mainly, you are going to state in this particular answer that he was very happy because he was going to meet his family after long and was keen to have a breakfast with them early morning. So he was very happy. He was very keen to meet his family, and anticipation of his journey is that according to the present climatic condition, he never assumed that he will find a stormy weather afterwards. So he anticipated that the journey would be smooth and easy. Next one, optional was from the Midnight Visitor. Okay. Question is, what was the management supposed to do regarding the balcony? They supposed to block it off, block the two parts or the two rooms. So you will use this particular word, block off. Now, next is which of the following was the reason that irritated Oswald about the balcony? Its size, its location related to his apartment, its accessibility from the neighboring unit was which irritated Oswald. Next is how does Oswald's detailed explanation of the balcony's history and see balcony is history and current accessibility contribute to the atmosphere of suspense or tension in the story? Answer in about 40 words. So the way he fabricated the story of balcony and he is getting tense because of that was a trap set for Maxwell so that who could so that Oswald could save his important document and defeat Maxwell in his attempt. So that is how you are going to write this answer. Now, next one is fill in the blank with the correct word from the brackets. The reference to last month and now adds to a sense of dash, reconciliation or mystery. Last month and now. Here is now. It had the balcony which extends under my window now. The balcony is, that means now means the balcony is still here. You can get onto it from the empty room two doors down and somebody did last month. So that is also about the balcony. So the problem which he faced last month is still a problem for him. So reconciliation would be the proper word for it because both last month and now he is facing the same difficulty, same problem. Next one is from poetry, Dust of Snow. Shaking down a dust of snow gave the speaker a change of heart by changing his mood from sad to happy. Now, changing his mood from sad to happy could be also the correct answer, or from negative to positive, because he had a negative approach towards life and now it has changed into positive. So, any answer could be correct, I guess. Now, next one, how does the interaction between the natural elements, crow, snow, hemlock tree, contribute to the speaker's emotional transformation in the poem? So, you will mainly explain how these tiny elements of nature has changed his mood. He has been so negative about his life, but now when the crow shook some snow from hemlock tree, that dust of snow filled his heart with joy and positive approach. Now, next one is dust of snow is referred to as A. Mist, B. Dust of branches, C. Snow residue, D. Snowflakes. It is snowflakes. Crow and the hemlock tree represent 1 sorrow, 2 elation, 3 hope, 4 anxiety, and 5 enthusiasm. Now ABCD is 1 only sorrow. Yes, they represent sorrow. Now D also has sorrow, number 1, but 4 is anxiety and 5 is enthusiasm. So option D is not correct. Option A, sorrow, would be correct. Now coming to next one. Optional was from Amanda. Okay. This is also easier. Now, both the poetries are easier. Dust of Snow also, the questions were comparatively very easy. And this one also. Which one have you attempted? Tell me in the comment box. Next one is, how does the poet reinforce the contrast between what the narrator wants and what Amanda desires? Now, narrator wants her daughter, that is Amanda, to have manners, to have etiquettes, not to bite her nails, not to hunch her shoulders, and to sit up straight. Do not slouch. Many things are mentioned here. And what does Amanda desire? Amanda does not want to be scolded or instructed. She wants to live freely, and that is why she lives in an imaginary world where she does not want any kind of compulsion in her life. Next one is, what tone is conveyed through the repetition of Amanda's name in the line? Loving, instructive, indifferent, playful. This is instructive. Next one, how does the imagery of Emerald Sea with the mermaid contrast with Amanda's action? Now see, Emerald Sea symbolizes calmness and mermaid symbolizes freedom. So how does it contrast with Amanda's action? Amanda is not free because she is continuously instructed by her mother, and that is why she is fed up and she has a lot of anxiety. So that is the contrast between the two. Now select the option that applies the same rhyme scheme. Let us go through the rhyme scheme first here. Amanda, Amanda, straight, Amanda. Amanda is A. This is also A. This straight is B. This is A. Then C, me. So C, blissfully is D. A, B, A, C, D. Let us see. Pond, want, dearest beyond, love dove, C, and heart is D. See, first option itself is correct. Pond, born beyond, B is not correct. Her come, this is also incorrect. Pond, love beyond, this is also incorrect. So option A is correct. Now next one. Answer any 4 of the following 5 question in 40 to 50 words. Young seagull. Okay, story is about flying. Young seagull's fear of flying and reluctance to leave his ledge contribute to the development of the theme of independence and courage in the story Justify. So you are mainly going to mention how he was afraid of flying because he thought that his wings will not support him. That is why he was reluctant to leave his ledge. But once he was shown the fish and he tempted to eat that, he had his first flight, and that gave him empowerment and enjoyment, excitement, and he felt independent and courageous. So that is how you are going to, these are the words or phrases which you are going to incorporate in your answer. Now, next one is, in what ways does the contrast between the tiger's natural habitat and its confinement in a concrete cell enhances the poem's exploration of captivity and its consequences for wild animals? Basically, you are going to write how he could behave if he was in his natural habitat, that is, he could have been free, his freedom, and now how he has been kept captive, that is why his freedom is snatched, how he longs to roam around in his jungle and outskirts in his natural habitat, but his eyes still is longing for that, and these are the consequences of capturing any animal and keeping in captiveness. Next is, the portrayal of bakers' attire and role in the village emphasize the cultural and social significance of bread making within the community. Elaborate. So here you will properly explain the physical appearance of baker, what he used to wear, how he used to take bread and donuts and other baked items and roamed around the village, and how children used to love it. All those things had social significance. Children also used to wait for the donuts. So all these things we are going to write here, and how breads are also essential part of festivities and all. Next one is, what happens to the house when the trees move out of it? Okay, this is very tricky question. What happens to the house when the trees move out of it? Well, the house will feel empty and powerless, as it used to feel powerful, that it has kept something in its under its control. But when trees move out of it, although there are few signs, symbols and memories left of the captiveness of tree inside the house, so still some memories of the trees are there in the house, but the house cannot readily accept that the trees have finally moved out of it, and it will take time for it to accept this change. That is what you are going to write mainly. But this was a very tricky question. Now, next one, how does Valli's desire to ride the bus reflect her aspirations and challenges in context of her daily life? Her aspirations were that she wanted to have the bus ride from her village to nearby town. What were the challenges faced? That how she saved the money for the bus fare, how she stealthily went from her house in the afternoon time when her mother was sleeping, and the challenges were inside the bus when all were strangers. Her conversation with the elderly man, with the old woman, with the and especially with the conductor and all. These are the challenges, that how she dealt with the strangers. Okay. So good questions, easy question, because there were options. So if any of the question you felt was tough, obviously you would leave that. 4 out of 5 question only you had to do. Now, next one is, answer any two of the following. First one, how do Anil's initial reaction to Hari Singh's cooking and his subsequent actions reflect Anil's evolving relationship with Hari Singh? Now, see, Anil did not like the food cooked by Hari Singh. So, first of all, he said no, and he said that Hari Singh cannot live with him. But as Anil was a kind-hearted man, he was empathetic, so he understood that Hari Singh would not be able to survive, and Anil could help him in some way. So he kept Hari Singh, and also started teaching him how to cook and also how to read and write. So that is how their relationship evolved. So basically, this is about trust and Anil's kind-heartedness, which actually evolved the relationship. Okay, now next one is, the unexpected encounter with the voice in the doorway affects Horace burglary attempt. Elaborate. Oh, you will have to explain the whole thing when he entered the house and how that lady made a story about her losing the key to the safe, and all those things we are going to mention here, and how the lady trapped Horace in the burglary. Now, next one, the play, The Book That Saved the Earth, uses humor and misunderstanding between the Martians and Earthling to explore the theme of perception and cultural differences. Comment. So, basically, you are going to write about the perception that Martians thought that they were highly intellectual, super beings, and they did not even understand the basic earth concepts. They did not understand what is library, what is a book. They thought that it was a sandwich. So these were the cultural differences, and perception was that Martians always looked down upon earthlings, and what it resulted into. That is all you are going to write here. Now next one is, okay, long question answer. First one is, comment on the reactions and feelings of Lencho and Nelson Mandela when they face challenges in their lives. Oh, what a contrast between Lencho from Letter to God and Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. Okay, see, reactions is, Lencho had full faith on God and he did not actually act. He just wrote letter to God and he submitted himself to God, and he thought that God will do everything for him. Uh, Nelson Mandela, although he had hope or faith in God and hope that everything will be okay, but he fought for it so courageously. He was also in jail for how many? Around 30 years he was in jail. So the challenges faced by Nelson Mandela were obviously different from Lencho, and he did participated in his life struggles to ease out the challenges, ease out the troubles in his life, which Lencho did not do. Lencho completely submitted to God. He did not do anything. So, because it is a long question answer, obviously you will very briefly narrate what happened with Nelcho and Nelson Mandela, and then contrast this. Or some, if some similarities were there, that also you are going to mention. Next one is discuss how the writers use language to create humor in the poem The Tale of Custer the Dragon and the play The Proposal. See, in the poetry Tale of Custer the Dragon, the language used is the portrayal of the characters. That is very funny. The use of language, for example, that poetic license has been used. The way the dangerous animal also has been shown as the most covered, that also creates a humor. Okay, and similarly in the play Proposal, the way they fight with each other, and even though Ivan was having palpitations, still he fought with Natalia. As soon as Natalia got to know that the man has actually come for her hand, she suddenly changed, and all those things add to the humor. Okay. Now next one, answer any one. First one is discuss how Bhuli evolves through the story. What are the qualities that contribute to her transformation from a timid girl to a confident young girl? What were the qualities? So main transformation you are going to use was her education. Because of her education, she became confident. She transformed from a timid girl to a confident young woman. The role of her teacher, that also contributed in it. Now, next one is Hari's character evolves from being deceitful, okay, and opportunistic, right, to remorseful and seeking redemption. Yes, first he was deceitful and opportunistic, and then he became remorseful and seeking redemption. So, in the light of the above transformation, describe how his decision to return the money signifies a moral awakening in him and a newfound appreciation for Anil's kindness and mentorship. So, you are going to mention how he cheated on Anil, lived with him. Anil gave him food and lodging, and also taught him read to write, and that nobody has ever behaved with Hari in this way. But when he cheated on Anil and ran away with the money, he felt uneasy because he knew that he has cheated a good man, a kind hearted man, and he's never going to find such a kind hearted, giving man in his whole life. He is also remorseful because Anil has taught him to read and write. Even though he knew that he earns some commission when he went to grocery shopping, still he did not say anything. So that also shows that how his moral awakening in him pushes him to go back and place the money exactly in its place. And Anil also afterwards, at the end of the story, we know that Anil knows everything. Still, he does not say anything. That is also very kind of him. So this is set 1. Now let us go through set 2. Let us see how many are same and how many are different. Now coming to set 2 of the paper. Set 2, first one, section A is reading skill. First passage is same as set 1. That is kitchen garden, urban kitchen garden. So I guess the questions are also same. Yes, same questions. So you can just go through the set 1 passage. Second passage is also same. Silk is a natural protein fiber. So we have discussed already all the question answers in set 1. Okay, now section B, grammar part. Grammar is also same as set 1. We have discussed all the parts, that is 12 parts of grammar also in set 1. Please look at it. Then comes writing part. Letter writing, this is different. It is written, you are Richa Ramya Romil Kamil, residing at Nectar apartment. You have noticed loose electric wires hanging out of poles. As a concerned resident, you feel worried about the potential hazards these exposed wires pose, especially to children who frequent the garden. So write a letter to the president of RWA in about 120 words requesting an urgent intervention to address this issue. This is very easy letter. I hope you have written and included all the topics which are needed in this particular letter. That means the loose wires, how it can pose threat to children, what children do in gardens so that the loose wires becomes dangerous for them, and then what other dangers are there of electric wires, and how you request an urgent intervention from the president of RWA. So this is very easy. Now the option part was Karma Sood. As Karma Sood or Kalyan Sood, a responsible citizen and resident of Global Village, you have noticed that there are no proper pavement to walk on the sides of all the main roads in your city. This is so easy, which puts the lives of pedestrians at danger. It also causes air pollution when high-speed vehicles run through the muddy path. And you will have to write a letter to the editor of a national daily in about 120 words, highlight the issue, bring the attention of concerned authority to take prompt action. This is very easy letter. Both the option, like whichever option you choose, this was an easy letter writing. Very clearly what you will have to write in the letter are mentioned. So I hope you have not missed out on any particular part which was mentioned in this topic, that what problems you should address in that particular letter. So this was very easy. Now coming to next part, analytical paragraph, same as set 1, both the options, AI benefits and drawbacks. This was in set 1 too. Okay. Now coming to section C, literature. Sixth one is referent to context, RTC. Two stories about flying, same questions are there. The midnight visitors, same questions as in set 1. So we have discussed all these questions in set 1. Please go through this if you have done set 2. Then dust of snow was also in set 1, all these questions only, and option wala Amanda was also there in set 1. So we have discussed this, same questions were there. Now coming to this part, yes, this part is different. Like it is written, answer any 4 of the following 5 questions. First one is, Valli did not board the bus impulsively, justify. She did not board the bus impulsively. Impulsively means without thinking, without any planning, without any forethought. But we know she has been longing to have this bus ride. She gathered all the information. She saved money. How did she save money? What did she plan? And what did she already know about the bus ride, that is the route, the timing, how she will go, and from where will she ride, how much is the bus fare, what time will she select so that none of her family members get to know, how she thinks this afternoon time would be good because her mother would be taking a nap. All these things you are going to write here. Number 2 is, describe the changing reaction of ink, blink and mustard to Custard's bravado. So you are going to say how they praised him first, and then suddenly how they changed. That one says that if this would not happen, I would have fought with the pirate. Other one, what did he say? So all these things, all the 3 reactions you are going to write. Now third one, why according to Mandela was it important to learn to hate? So here you are going to mention that important quote of Nelson Mandela when he said that if people can learn to hate, they can also learn to love, and it is this kind of a behavior of human beings that can be unlearned anytime. So people must learn to hate, because if they learn how to hate, they will also be able to learn how to love each other. Now next one, why does the author refer to Coorg as the kingdom of heaven? So, due to its scenic and natural beauty, the author says that Coorg is a piece of heaven which must have been drifted out of the kingdom of heaven. Now, next part is the loss of the ball is a lesson to the boy. Elaborate. So, you are going to explain how the author thinks at it insightfully. That losing a ball will teach the boy that all the materialistic possessions which a person has will be lost someday, and he must learn to accept things and let go of the situations. Difficult phases will come, dear ones and all the dear possessions will be lost. So this is the lesson which the boy has learned by losing a ball. Okay, now ninth one is answer any two of the following three questions. First one is this one we have done in set 1. How do Anil's initial reaction to Hari Singh? This is done in set 1. You can go through that. The unexpected encounter with the voice. This is also done. A question of trust, and the same thing. So question number 9 is same as in set 1 was. So please go through set 1 if you want to know the answer of these three. Now, next one, number 10, answer any one of the following two questions. Uh, Comment on the reaction and feelings of Lencho and Nelson Mandela. This also we have done in set 1. And this one, use of language in Tale of Custard and Dragon, Custard the Dragon and the Proposal. This was also done in set 1. Please go through that. Coming to number 11, long question answer again. So first one is, how did Hari Singh meet Anil? So you are going to mention all about the wrestling match and all. Then why did that means the wrestling match with which they were watching in the television, and how the conversation started. Then why did Anil forgive Hari Singh and promise to pay him regularly? He forgave Hari Singh. He even did not let Hari Singh know that he knows everything about the theft and all, because he was a kind-hearted person. He knew that by kindness, by being empathetic, you can change the soul, you can change the thinking of a person, and that is why. And he promised to pay him regularly, because he understood that he is in need of money, and whatever Hari Singh has done to him was actually because of the money. So if he is paid regularly, he may become an honest person and leave everything, leave all the bad things. Then the option was, or what was the role of a bride's mother in his life? So her mother played a very important role in making him scientist. She motivated him to learn new things. She took him to trips. She bought him a telescope, microscope, camera, mounting materials and other equipments. And then every evening, mother and son used to sit together at the dining table and work together. So all these things we are going to incorporate. 6 mark question, so easily 6 points could be written. Okay, so set 1 and 2 are done. Now let us discuss set 3. Okay, let us start with set 3 of the CBSE class 10 English paper. सेट 3 के रीडिंग स्किल तो इट लुक सेम, जो हमने अभी सेट 1 में जो किया था वही सेम अर्बन किचन गार्डन के का पैसेज है. क्वेश्चंस आर आल्सो सेम. ओके, सो नंबर 2 इज आल्सो सेम. सिल्क का था, सिल्क इज अ नेचुरल प्रोटीन फाइबर. ये हमने सेट 1 में किया है. यू कैन चेक सेट 1 सॉल्यूशन विच वी हैव डन इन दिस वीडियो ओनली. ठीक है, तो दिस पार्ट इज सेम, सो वी विल, दैट इज व्हाई वी विल स्किप दिस पार्ट. नाउ कमिंग टू ग्रामर पार्ट. ग्रामर पार्ट इज also the same as set 1. Set 1 grammar part was this only. All the 12 questions are same. So फिर difference क्या है? Reading part, grammar part तो same ही है. Now coming to the writing part, let us see. Letter writing में, yes, letter writing is different. तो चलो letter writing में लिखा है, you are Falguni Ashish residing at this Crystal Garden apartment Jonsabad. You have noticed that the swimming pool in your society is poorly maintained and has become a breeding ground for mosquitoes. As a resident and frequent user of pool facilities, you feel deeply concerned about the potential health risk posed by the presence of mosquitoes. So you are going to write a letter to the secretary of the RWA of your society, requesting him to take immediate action to address this issue to mitigate the problem. So now, first of all, if you have attempted this particular letter, so while writing your address and writing the address of the secretary of the RWA of the same society, remember that part, that you live in Crystal Garden apartment and the addressee is also belonging to the same apartment, Crystal Garden apartment. Okay, I hope you have not missed out on that. And then you are going to write normally the problems caused by mosquitoes, the danger which is posed by excess of mosquito, or if a particular part of your society becomes breeding ground, then what will happen. So all the potential health risks you are going to mention. So this was an easy letter. Next one is, that is optional one, was, as Yusra Yusuf, the secretary of the RWF Your Society, residing at 493 Stargazing Apartment near New Bagh, you have noticed many small spots of land lying unattended in your city. Okay, you feel that the plots can be utilized to create green spaces where people can sit and relax. So you write a letter to the editor of a national daily highlighting the issue, urging necessary action from the concerned department for improving the aesthetic appeal of your city. So remember what you are going to write in that, in which particular area, how many around, approximately how much area or small plots of land are lying unattended in your city, how that could be created into green spaces, how they are going to benefit the people. Obviously here written people can sit and relax, so that you are going to write in the letter. Apart from this, what else you could write here? Highlighting the issue, urging necessary action from the concerned department for improving the aesthetic appeal of the city, how the city, the look of the city will improve, the lifestyle of the city people will improve. So this was also easy. Both are very easy letters. Now next one is the same analytical paragraph which was in set 1, and this one also, AI benefits and drawbacks. The options are also same as set 1. Okay, now, so till set B, section B, if we have seen anything different from set 1, that is difference between set 1 and set 3 is, set 3 is this letter. Okay, both the letters option, both the options are different. Okay, now coming to section C, literature part. Moon was coming up. This is also same. We have already discussed all the questions and answers of this in set 1. Please check out set 1. It is not my balcony, midnight visitor. This was also the same option in set 1, and we have completed that in set 1. Okay, now dust of snow. This is also from set 1. So it looks as if set 1 and set 3 are 90% similar, or more than 90% I find similar. Amanda, the options are similar for RTC. Now coming to four question. This is different. See, first question is, why was Valli's excitement on the bus dampened on her return journey? So when she saw the dead body of the cow, which when she was going towards the town, she saw that the cow was roaming, and it was also coming on the road, and how it excited her, how she was happy and clapping, and then how it dampened because she saw the dead body. So that particular part you are going to write here. Then next one, why does Custard long for a nice safe cage? So he, that Custard, the dragon, it longs for a nice safe cage, because although it is a very dangerous animal, it has all the capability of fighting and defeating any kind of a living being. Still it feels it is underconfident, it does not have that confidence, does not have that courage. So, and everybody makes fun of it, so it feels that it is not capable to fight with anybody, so because of the lack of courage and confidence. Next one is, why did Mandela feel that liberation was important for both the oppressor and the oppressed? This was very important line from the chapter also, that freedom is as important for an oppressed person as it is for an oppressor, because if oppressed is a slave of that oppressor, oppressor is also a slave of his mentality, that he is superior to another one and he can do whatever he wants, like. So oppressor should also be liberated from the superiority complex, from the superiority mentality, or the hatred towards the other person whom he oppresses. So this is very important question, very nice question. Next is, mention any three surprises that await visitors in Coorg. So see any three surprises you can write. India's largest Tibetan settlement at Balakupi you will find, and the monks in red ochre and yellow robes you will find. Unique species of animals are there. So you can write three. Now next one is, what does the poet mean by the phrase "and no one buys a ball back"? No one buys a ball back in ball poem. Here ball represents the material possessions. So no one buys a ball back. That means nobody gets the material possessions which they had. Once they lose it, they will never get it back. So that is no one buys. So they will never get the lost things, material possession, whether it is a relation or something, wealth, that will never come back once lost. Next one, how do Anil's initial reaction to Hari Singh's cooking and subsequent actions reflect Anil's evolving relationship with Hari Singh? This was in set A, same question, we have discussed it. Unexpected encounter with the voice, this was also in set 1, we have discussed it. And the play Book That Saved the Earth, humor at this part also. So answer question number 9, all the three questions again are repeated from set 1. Now next is number 10. This is also same as set 1, reactions and feeling of Lencho and Nelson Mandela. We have discussed that when we were discussing set 1. And optional wala also, tale of Kassa the dragon and proposal ka humor, that we have also mentioned in set 1. Now coming to 11th one. First question is, why did Hari Singh choose to go back to Anil in the end? Because of his moral awakening, because he was in guilt. He understood how selfless and kind-hearted Anil was, what he has done for Hari Singh, how grateful Hari Singh should be, which he hadn't been. In fact, Anil was the one who has saw Hari Singh as a human, and he was doing all the things which a friend or a good person can do. So that is why he goes back to Anil, because now he is in guilt and he understands. Now next one, that is option is, what book opened the world of science to the eager Richard Ebright? The name of the book was The Travels of Monarch X. And why and where did Ebright send the tagged butterflies? So here you are going to write everything about Dr. Urquhart, that how they were asked to tag butterflies and sent to where did he live, in Canada, Toronto, Canada. So everything you are going to write about that. Okay, so set 3 was 95%, I guess it was similar to set 1. So because we have done set 1, that is why we have completed set 3 very easily, very fast. So whoever has got this particular paper, set 3, please go through the solution of set 1, which I have already discussed with everybody. So here we have discussed set 1, 2 and 3 of the CBSE class 10 English paper, which was, I think it was very easy paper. एंड आई होप यू ऑल्सो फाउंड इट वेरी इजी. अब देखते हैं कैसे मार्क्स आते हैं आप लोगों के. नेक्स्ट एग्जाम जब भी होंगे उसके पेपर सॉल्यूशन लेकर के आऊंगी. सो कीप प्रिपेयरिंग, कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग. बाय बाय, जय हिंद.